Hello and welcome to 365 Days with a Manifestor. Today is day 12 and I am outside. Okay, I have a really important clarity moment today that I had to share with you guys. So as I was talking about in a couple videos ago, I think it was day 10 or 9, I don't remember which one now. I was talking about manifestor mouth and how what I've intended to say does not always come out the way I mean it, and how, anyway, I'm trying to learn what that means to me. And today I got clarity. Okay, so here's what we've been told about manifestors. We've been told, sorry about the background noise if that's loud. We've been told that we make an impact. Words that we say are impactful whether we like it or acknowledge it or any of those expressed things. So what that means is when we say something, the generators in our lives are going to pick them up. And when the generators pick them up, depending on which centers are open to that message, and how they're picking it up and receiving it, sometimes they can even amplify it or work on it in a way that we did not intend necessarily, but it's all part of the process, right? So what I realized, and here's an illustration that I thought really made a lot of sense to me, and so I'm going to share it in case it makes sense to you guys. As a manifestor, I take in a lot of information from, and it filters through the top. At least for me, it does. And so it's like a pachinko machine. If you guys are familiar with pachinko machines, and it's like balls, these little balls go in at the top and they filter down through all these pegs and little spinning wheels, and then the whole goal is to try to get them into this little dish at the bottom. And okay, my way of living previously in my unconscious state of this is I take in all these ideas, and as the balls are going down and they're pachinkoing, they're like ding 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 ding, filtering down my system and through processes, because everything is connected to my throat as a manifestor, those awarenesses, those ideas are connected to my throat, and so they come up and they are spoken, and oftentimes it's halfway through the pachinko machine. Like the balls are just kind of bouncing around and whirling around and trying to get down to the bottom where they're going to settle, but they don't always settle before they come out. It's like a halfway process. And to me, I just would blurt things out that would come up, not realizing that the generators pick that up as if that is what I genuinely want as the end result. Or what I like as a call to action, right? The generators are action driven, and to me, it's just an idea. It's just an expression of a thought process that's being filtered out in me. Sometimes it's a fully created thought, but sometimes it's not. And what I realized is before I allow things to go through my throat, I need to start letting the pachinko machine filter all the way down and settle. Checking in with my splenic authority along the way for any action or gut feelings or nudges that I feel that I have, but guarding that expression until it is fully created. And in that, there is the power of creation and intention. So that was my big aha moment. To let the pachinko finish out, see what is worth sharing, see what is beneficial, and creating the world around me that I desire instead of the world that I don't desire. So that the generators who are in my realm of influence have something meaty, substantial to pick up and run with, instead of flitting and feeling overwhelmed by the just general amount of information that I tend to put out sometimes, just because it's out of my throat before I even know it. So, if you're a manifestor, I encourage you to give it some thought. See if you do something similar where you just speak because it's your throat. You just want to speak, and how that's affecting the people around you. And if you're a generator or reflector or projector with manifestors in your life, or a manifestor in your life, you probably don't have that many. It's going to be important to understand, to ask those quick clarifying questions. Is this something that you want me to operate on? Is this something that you want me to dig into, to actively participate in? Because oftentimes manifestors, we say things without even recognizing that other people around us are going to take that action seriously, or that thought seriously, because to us it may not always be solid. So at least that's been my experience. I just figured I would share this aha moment with you guys because it really made sense as to how manifestors are impacting people. At least this manifestor is impacting people without ever realizing it. So now I am working on consent to say, hey, I have an idea. Are you open to hearing it right now, or are you in the middle of something? Oh, and only when it's worth saying. So that is my day 12 of 365 days with the Manifestor. I'll talk to you again soon.